Where's the whiskey? Where did you hide my whiskey?
Hey, I'm Tanner, and welcome to Monster Hunter Wilds, where the only thing standing between these monsters and extinction is a petite, nerdy woman that says, "Let's fucking go!" This is the most recent game in the Monster Hunter series and has an amazing cast that would give each other a run for their money in a popularity contest. Except for you, no one likes you. Or you. This game is essentially, yes, you'll make a fine pair of pants. Get fucked! There's a ton of weapons with their own intricate combos, but I chose the lance because being able to tank the wrath of God is just really funny to me. So I'll be honest and say that this isn't a blind playthrough, but I'm gonna pretend it is because it's funny that way. Anyway, enough of that, let's get to the story. The game opens up with Nata, a young man being told to flee from his village by his uncle Teishin, because a monster that they dub the White Wraith decided to fuck you up. He's shoved through a little hole, drops his glove, and screams for his uncle. Hard cut to the guild, a group of people who specialize in environmental preservation. In other words, they decide when I get to cause an extinction. But no, they only kill when it's necessary. Or I need new pants. This is Alma. She's a handler, or basically the person that gives you permission to kill a monster. She's also a contender in the waifu wars. You'll get to meet the rest later. After surveying the desert, they find Nata, and he explains his whole situation. But after that is the first boss of the game. Character customization. When I first got the game, I really wanted to use a bow, so I made my character look like Merida from Brave, and I think I did a pretty good job. I think. Probably not.
If you had the chance to change your fate, would ya?
But I didn't like the bow, so that's why I swapped to the aforementioned lance, because you also get to customize your palico. Oh, you don't know what a palico is? It's an anthropomorphic cat that is annoying as fuck! I picked the most evil looking one, hoping that it wouldn't have a really annoying voice, but
Oh my god, what have I done?
I lovingly named him Obstruction. Anyway, your character is a hunter who is actually the person that goes and puts down the monsters. Time skip and you're sent to help with an expedition that the guild was sent on. This is Gemma, another contender in the waifu wars, and more on her later. While in the desert, you find a dust storm being kicked up by little sand leviathans. They're chasing a little girl on a big chicken. Hunters are badass, so you jump ship and onto one of the birds.
I like to imagine that she just tackles the chicken.
Follow her, protect her, and drop some rocks on those sandworms. Anyway, the little girl reveals that her name is Nona. She was practicing writing sacrets, that's what the birds are called, with her brother when they were attacked by a monster. After promising her that you'll find her brother, you get to pick out your weapon. Sacrets are great trackers, and they already know his scent, so they'll take you to where he is. Find him as he's about to get licked real bad by this mutated frog called the Chatacabra.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But damn.
After killing it, you take him to his sister and you get introduced to the rest of the characters. Well, almost the rest. This is Eric, who is a scientist, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the handlers.
How do I know your voice? Yeah, that makes sense.
This hunter is named Olivia, and you know what? I'm gonna come out and say it. Fuck all you Alma and Gemma enjoyers. Olivia is the best girl. She can crush me between her thumbs. Sorry, I got carried away.
My name is Nona.
I don't give a shit.
After explaining to Isai, that's the brother by the way, what a hunter is, you head over to Gemma for some upgrades. Remember that Chatacabra I killed earlier? Mask, torso, gloves. After those upgrades, the guild has a meeting to discuss their findings.
Hold on, why do y'all have like a communal bath under the table?
Oh shit, I need to explain what they're doing here. The guild was sent on this expedition to A, find Nata's tribe, and B, find more information on the White Wraith. They don't have shit for information, so they're basically just reminding themselves why they're here. Take the siblings back to their village and return the sacreds. You're not allowed in though, because racism. So while heading back empty-handed, you find a monster that's a little too close to the village. By the way, the village keeps monsters out with these chimes that sound like the apex predator of the region, so all the rest of the monsters are afraid. This monster is called a Dashagama. And hey, it's not your problem, yet.
That's a big puppy.
Around camp, people are worried that the support team hasn't arrived yet, so to satisfy them, you're gonna go out and look for them. You find an SOS flare being shot up, and god damn it, it's the fucking cats! They're about to die because they won't let go of a piece of meat, and please, kill the cats! This is Cumatrice, Camatrace, I don't fucking know. Why do they name these things weird? And yes, I'm probably going to be butchering the pronunciation of most monsters. But Tanner, they say it in the game. Shut up. I also have to now teach you about another mechanic of the game. Monsters sometimes have specific attacks. You can cut off those attacks by cutting off parts. Cumatrice kicks up dust and sets it on fire. But if you cut off its tail, it can't ignite anything.
Ha, now the rest of your species is gonna make fun of you.
Isai comes back just in time to give you some sacrets for the fight.
Hey!
The support team is regrettably safe, so now Isai wants to take you to his village because the guard is away. But before that, some people at camp want to talk to you.
that fucking Bryce Papenbrook?
Get in the village, walk around, learn a little bit about the culture and lore. They use this weird crystal that they call Wilk as like a sort of energy supply. More like very flammable and combustible coal.
Big Bird!
After walking around, Yesai's mom, grandma, relative wants to thank you for saving them with a feast. Oh my god, if this game doesn't come out with a cookbook, I'm going to make the human race extinct. I need this shit!
I'm pretty sure this is just like off-brand pizza because it's got like cheese, dough, and bean paste as like the sauce. But I don't know, that's just me. Seeing the way that cheese melts makes me want to do things that I should not say because there are children on screen.
You'll also talk a little bit about the Doshagama that were near the village. You head out to the forest to learn more about them because that's where they're originally from. Is pretty, the water is red for some reason, and you meet up with Olivia.
Over here.
Yes, mama. Big camp. Oh, hey, Flifty.
You set up a little tent and start looking for tracks from the Doshagama. You find different colors of Doshagama fur, which suggests that it's traveling in a pack.
That would suggest that it's traveling in a pack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure editing me already said that, so thanks for repeating it.
After a bit, Eric finds evidence of a different monster called the Lalabarina. His ADHD kicks in and he starts going off on his own.
Okay, bye, Eric.
A bit.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, I probably didn't explain this, but I changed the voice of the cats because it was annoying as hell.
After finding him in the Lalabarina's nest, you actually get to see the monster.
Spider! Kill it! Kill it! No more spiders.
You continue the Doshagama investigation while Olivia looks for the White Wraith. Heading back to that little tent you set up earlier, you find it being raided by a bunch of little creatures called Wudwuds.
You Koimon!
Aw, they're so cute and they talk all goofy.
While Alma is initially calm, they walk out with an idol she cherishes and she sort of breaks.
Get up, you're an ecologist, not an archaeologist. Leave the idols to Indiana Jones.
Follow the Wudwuds as they take you to their village.
Are they gonna be okay?
Aw, yeah, he is big okay.
Talk to the leader of the Wudwuds named Plum Peach and they want you to kill a Kongalala and bring their fur. It is an ugly bright pink and it's a monkey that farts on you. I wish this monster never existed so that I didn't have to lay my eyes on it. Take pleasure in killing the bastard so that way the Wudwuds are satisfied with the wheelings and dealings.
Until our next wheelings and dealings.
I would kill for you again if you asked.
Now that you're free to roam around the forest, Alma deduces that the Doshagama pack has a leader. Yes, I'm keeping that stutter in. Fuck you. Having a leader emboldens the pack, allowing them to roam a little closer to the village. Heading back to the little tent one more time, you find it being raided, not by the Wudwuds this time, the Doshagama. Two Doshagama are fighting like brothers when the big Doshagama comes out and beats the shit out of the other two. Not really, it more scares them. As they walk away, they pass you and head towards the village.
How my lance is popping out and they don't see it, I don't know.
After deciding that you should warn the village, Isai explains that he can't convince the elder. So in order to convince her, you need to convince the leader of the guard who is out right now.
He went to the oasis to protect the water bears.
Okay, what the fuck is a water bear? I need to see it now.
As you go out to look for him, two of his subordinates explain that they were attacked.
Tato's in trouble!
No shit!
By none other than the Sand Leviathans, which are actually called Balahara, by the way. Find him, he's injured, kill the Balahara, moving on. After he vouches for you, it's already too late, the Doshagama are in the village.
Here's Puppy. Oh, bigger puppy.
Release the livestock, since that's what they're basically here for.
Heh, they're too fat to get through. Oh shit.
While following them, drop some rocks on them until they get distracted with a bunch of evasive animals. Attack the alpha so that way he starts following you. Lead him into the sandstorm and pass by a Balahara. The Balahara creates a sinkhole and engulfs all of them.
Damn, this is actually kind of sad to watch.
But the alpha doesn't give a shit!
Okay, jokes aside, that's a really cool action shot.
But it's just him now, so make a hat out of him. After that, the storm settles and you head back to the village. They reward you with more sacrets for the rest of the team, i.e. Olivia and Eric. And by the way, Nata got traumatized again.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
I grinded a little more, attempting to get to Doshagama stuff, but got bored halfway through the set.
Wow, nice polygons, guys.
Go to meet up with Eric and Olivia by a dam, and they're held up behind some cover.
Big fish. Whump. Aw, it's giving it a hug. Why isn't it moving? Hey, I still get to loot it.
That was Ulfduna, and the monster that killed it was the White Wraith. That's all you're getting of Ulfduna. Head over to the Woodwoods and they're wearing the Congalala fur. You ask if they saw the White Wraith, to which they didn't. And while talking, Zato passes by, the leader of the guard from earlier.
Now that's the art of the deal.
They're headed to the Everforge, a place where 3 tribes gather to celebrate the Fire Spring Festival. A woman runs by, almost crying, to go gather some stuff for the festival. After talking to the elder, he explains that she went to monster-infested grounds to gather the materials needed. So of course you offer to help and do. You arrive and find tracks of her, and by that I mean the backpack she was carrying on her way out. As the oil starts to bubble around you, you're introduced to the most terrifying creature for about 5 seconds.
Wow, you must be God's cruelest joke. You're a poisonous balloon animal.
This is the Rapapapapampalo. It looked cool at first, but now you need to make it past tense. You find the girl and her brother nearby, and they finish collecting the oil? Now it's time for the Fire Spring Festival!
Performance anxiety, it's okay, happens to a lot of people.
After being cucked by God, they decide to call off the festival. Werner, after some investigation, finds out that the fire spring was actually powered by a land spine using the same substance as Yisai's people, the Wilk. The Wilk grows from the land spine and kind of powers the fire spring. Werner decides to try to fix it. Otto is called back to his village because the sandstorm is kicking up again, which shouldn't be happening, so he's like, impossible. Yeah, that's a reference someone will get. Nata is actually smart here and deduces that the bad weather might be a sign of the White Wraith, because they saw it in the rainforest during a downpour. He is absolutely correct when they return and find the White Wraith fighting the apex predator of the region, Ray Dao. While those two are fighting, Nata gets all pissy and tries fighting the White Wraith by throwing a fucking rock at it.
Okay, great idea, but how about we shelve it and you back off?
Ray Dao was hugged a little too tight.
Aw, I wanted to kill that.
But by the power of Zeus, he lives!
Yeah, I still get to kill it.
He's your problem now, asshole.
Please don't hit me with the Mika Mika beep.
While Nata's sulking in the corner, the team finds another piece of the land spine, but this time it's glowing. As my bastard cat walks in and explains that the storm is dying down, so is the glowing effect. They're now able to deduce that the weather is kind of controlled by the land spine. Heading back to the Everforge, they provide you a guide to lead you through the tunnels until Nata finds someplace that's familiar. So he does, and you hop off so you're left with your own devices, and you get to meet the best character.
I think I just came.
This is Rove, a wise little woodwood with a voice soothing enough to make a woman ovulate. Anyway, he was taken by a
Spider! No more spiders.
After freeing the seductive woodwood, he offers to guide the team through the rest of the tunnels. He's leading the way till the path becomes floating rubble. While observing, you are attacked by flying snakes.
I've had enough of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking biome.
I bet none of you will get that reference either. Rove takes you into a little hole in the wall place, literally, so that you can relax a bit before having to go back and fight. Nata catches a fever, so it's time to leave. This is the first time you're dealing with a pack, and to deal with them, you have to literally fling shit at them until they disperse and kill the weakest link for clothing. Where are the polygons? Back at the village, you talk to Werner while Nata's resting. You explain your findings and basically tell him to stop trying to fix it. But he's all, tough shit, repairs are done. If it blows up, oh well. Oh shit, it blew up. Everyone's freaking the fuck out for some reason until Gemma steps up and says, pull your shit together! You, what do we do? Cry? Good enough, let's go! As they go to try to fix this problem,
Funny monkey, come to play. Kill the monkey!
I don't remember the name of this one, but you take one while Olivia fights the other.
No fucking way you beat yours before me. That's crazy.
After that, even more fire monkeys come in as they're about to kill everyone.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Oh, yeah. Right.
The elder tells you that this is potentially the Black Flame, so find it, kill it, make new clothes. Return back to the fire spring and everything is finally going smoothly. You find out that the Black Flame was actually called Nu Udra. Just like Ray Dao, it's the apex predator of this region. Fuck off Apex Legends players. When I say apex predator, I'm not talking about your shitty rank and your shitty game. Back to the desert camp to discuss everything we learned. Alright, I'll summarize. The weather is controlled by energy, controlled by the land spine, which uses Wilk, which villagers in different regions are using as a source of power. The land spine goes from the desert plains to the Arshard cliffs where you found Rove. The White Wraith is usually found in those extreme climates, potentially feeding off the energy given off by the land spine. I don't know if I explained that earlier. earlier, but that's what it was doing when it hugged the two monsters a little too tight. So they're able to use the weather to predict where the White Wraith is going to be. However, Nata makes a good point about how it wasn't there during the Fire Spring Festival. Everyone else brushes it off by saying maybe it just didn't need the energy at that time. I forgot to mention this earlier. While at the Ice Shard Caves, Nata sees that the path leading toward his village was covered with ice. Yes, I'm keeping that stutter, and fuck you. But thanks to New Udra, or the Black Flame if you want me to call it, the ice wall melted and now you have a path through. Going through the tunnels, Nata actually finds the glove he lost in the beginning cutscene. Take a few steps further and two Doshagama burst through the wall, but it's worse. They're albino. And they have powers, but they're albino.
I don't give a shit that you have powers. You're a new shirt.
Upon further investigation, you find out that the Shagama are actually really disfigured. They have no reproductive organs and their digestive system is fucked. Although they were absorbing energy through the floor like a food source, kind of like the White Wraith. Walk a little further and while Nata is screaming for his uncle, he actually appears. How did that work?
I like how he peers out like, y'all got that good shit?
Finally, you get to reunite Nata with his village. Well, almost.
No, not scary bird sound effect number 3.
Instead of bringing Nata inside, he leaves him outside. Well, I more just kind of yoinked him.
Come with us to the Vandal, boy.
He shuts the door just in time before Rathlos starts banging on the walls. So you know what that means.
Your skin will do nicely for a Valentino bag. God damn it, Frank. Little autism creature.
Regroup with Teishin, blah blah blah, exposition, story, let me summarize. The guild explains Nata's situation and how he got here, while Teishin explains the ancient civilization that they used to be a part of. His village, the Keepers, is actually descendants of an ancient civilization called Wyverians. They're sort of there to keep things running. The village is amazed that Nata's alive, and they all surround him to go talk to him. Alma cries like the mother figure she is. It's explained that Wilk is actually called Wyvern's Milk, which is close enough for not knowing its initial name, and the ancient village is called Wyveria, as I've said. It's explained that these white encrusted monsters, why did I describe them like that? Are called guardians, artificial monsters made to serve the people. And when the people fell, the guardians slept. Until recently.
Really, game? During a cutscene? Alright.
They're waking up, and Nata's favorite little monster is one of them. Nata then begins a tangent, making him one of the most annoying characters in fiction. Almost as annoying as Kieran from Pokemon. He starts going on and on about how Arkveld, that's the White Wraith by the way, just wanted to live. His incessant blabbering is interrupted when Guardian Sacreds breach containment. And Arkveld shows up. Fight it for a bit, but you don't get to kill it yet, just fend it off. Teishin explains to get the answers that you want, you need to go find the Allharkin, person who apparently knows all. She might even know why Arkveld is acting like this. The only way to get to her is through a blizzard guarded by a monster. Meet with Olivia and head to the path and meet up with Rove because he's got some wisdom to put on you. He gives you the same sort of explanation. A path of air, the floating rocks, guarded by a Goliath. And this is one of the reasons why I really love Rove. Sure, he uses really sophisticated words, but he's not being cryptic like annoying wizards in other games. He tells you what you want to know just using a better vocabulary. He points at the rock saying the beast is currently away, so now is the best time to go. After a few seconds of running on those rocks, however,
the little gentleman lied!
This is the Jindahad, traversing the terrain by making ice under its feet to stick to the walls. This is also going to be the biggest monster you'll face so far. During this fight, the game kind of teaches you how to use other monsters to fight for you, and what it looks like when something nukes you. You can use the terrain to survive, but come on, you gotta try to block or parry it once.
I can tank it! I can tank it! Wait, I actually tanked it? I've never been able to do that!
After turning that bitch into Prada, you head to the village and find the Allharkin.
Ooh, Piggy! Hello, Piggy! Pet the pig. Ah, evil Piggy! I wonder why you're called the Allharkin. Also, where you think is at?
Nata's impatient ass keeps interrupting her, asking questions that she doesn't know the answers to. She basically just says, kid, I don't know what Arkveld's doing or is going to do. You want to know? Find out for yourself. Go find him. Please don't put thoughts in this impressionable child's head. Thank you. Anyway, it's time for dinner with the Allharkin, and oh my god, game, please come out with the cookbook. Everything here looks so good. But the best looking snack is Olivia. God damn it, you're giving me a mommy complex. Back to Arkveld hunting. While looking for him, you find tracks of a different monster that acted as a sort of sentry to protect the area. How Alma figured this out? I don't know. You find its fresh tracks and it's time to make some fresh shoes. This is the Guardian Ebony Odogaron. I'm butchering that name, aren't I? And allow me to prematurely correct myself. Was the guardian Ebony Odogaron.
Yay, it's dead! Fuck, another fight.
This is Zhu Wu, a creature that feasts off guardians and has way too many mouths. But the sound it makes when its splinters break is really satisfying. Keep looking for Arkveld a little more until you actually find him, and holy shit. I'll give you the simple explanation of what Alma is saying, but essentially Arkveld is hunting for fun, not out of necessity. And it's gotten to the point where he's actively harming the environment. Nata pleads you to not kill Arkveld as he's mutilating corpses behind him.
Nata, I'm gonna put this monster down like it's the first family dog, except more violent.
Get fucked! That's it. No fanfare, no anything. You killed it, now you get its clothes. Going deeper into the tunnels, you actually find a different guardian that's been slumbering since the fall of the Wyverians. Actually, it was the fall of the Wyverians. They call it the Dragon Torch. There's another name for it, but not till later. The only way to ensure that it's never released is by using Nata's silly little pendant to either counter or turn off the end. I don't fucking know. But doing so would entirely destroy the ecosystem. The guild realizes it's not their place to make a decision in this environment, so they throw out their opinions.
Don't fucking touch the child. What are you, a YouTuber? Oh, shit.
Nata finally decides to use the pendant to stop its release.
Okay, that image actually goes hard.
While down there, Nata's about to do whatever he's gonna do, and the hunter says,
Well, there is something else we could do. Where'd I get that dagger? I'm gonna turn you into the coolest pants anyone has ever seen.
the monster is revealed to be named Zoshia, but kill it and that's it. You save the ecosystem, blah 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 blah, and that's the game's story done. Now you unlock the grindy aspect, more monsters, armor, weapons, even post-game missions that I'm not doing in this video. And in the post-credits, Nata is a baby hunter, which is actually pretty cool. Not only that, but Arkveld somehow laid eggs and now you can hunt it constantly for clothing? And that's about it. I'm suddenly realizing that this is the first video I'm making on a game that's like up to date or current. And I'll say it once again, fuck all you Alma and Gemma enjoyers, Olivia's the best. You cannot change my mind, although I hope I changed yours. This game is really fun, even though I've heard criticisms on stuff like, oh, you don't get to hunt the monster anymore, or, oh, the story isn't as good as the other games, which is fine. I'm really hoping they add that bull thing just so I can experience the torture that everyone else went through with in Worlds. But honestly, I don't give a shit. The game was really fun. Play the game for yourself, see if you like it. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I still have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. Forest, Alma, now that you're free to roam around the forest, Alma deduces that when as you're going out to look for him, two of his subordinates show up and explain that they were out, fucking stupid. As you go out to look for him, two of his subordinates, the Balahara creates a sinkhole and engulfs all of them. Wow, that sounded weird. After that, the storm stettles. Little bitch. Rove takes you into This is the first time you're fighting something in a pack, which you literally have to fling shit at them to cut off the leakest wink, I guess. That's what I was going for. This is the first time you find the White Wraith is usually found in extreme climates, probably feeding off the energy from the land spine. Let's try that one more time. I forgot to mention this earlier. While in the Ice Shard Caves, I don't give a shit that you guys have powers. You're top, you're bottom. No, that's a bad innuendo. The guild explains Nachas? His incessant fuck off. This is the Guardian Ebony